Members of the council, as you are all aware, this body passed the settlement here last week and certified and went across the street and the president signed that. However, as indicated, there were some key individual that back in 06, I believe, 06, had a real strong voice and let's get this on with the federal government attitude. And as such, that let's get it on with that attitude, Navajo Nation has moved in that direction. Honorable Speaker Nays put together a task force, which this body voted on, and that task force moved forward. And as a result of that team negotiating and arguing with the federal government as a result of the $554 million settlement that took place, the council passed. So with that, Mr. Curley, I will give the floor to you, sir.
Thank you, Speaker Pro Temp. Took the words out of my mouth. Thank you for it. You made my presentation a little smoother this morning. Yeah, it's my honor to present this presentation. An individual we all know. I didn't really expect to present this presentation. I do, and once again, want to thank each and every one of you for allowing me to enjoy this honor. We've been together for 4 years, almost 40 years. We know each other pretty well, and we've faced a lot of challenges together. We faced a lot of challenges. And when you are in the same room, fighting the same fighting the same challenges, you get to know each other better. And I feel like I know each and every one of you like brother and sister, Madam Chair. Some of us have been together for more than 4 years, close to 12 years exact. And when we first came in, we were part of the 88. We were young, in both age-wise and in terms of experience. Fortunately, we had some great people on the 88 that helped us navigate through a lot of the technicalities that we face every day in our job. One of those individuals was a great mentor and a colleague, sat right about where David Tom's sitting now, and he had a strong voice on Navajo Nation Council, and we all looked up to him for his expertise and his guidance. In 2006, we were in the midst of some litigation against different states over water, or natural resources. We all struggled with how we were going to proceed with our lawsuits. And out of that, Mr. Keeswood, which I want to ask to come over now, brought in a legislation that take care of the problem that we were facing at that point in time. And the legislation that he sponsored and we all supported was set aside for lawsuit. It's called the lawsuit, or excuse me, the legislation was called the Historic Trust Asset Mismanagement Trust Fund. We passed that. And out of that fund, we recently concluded settlement negotiations with the federal government. And as Speaker Pro Tem indicated, we will be receiving $554 million for fund mismanagement and natural resource mismanagement. It's a great event, as all of you read, and we have all been part of that settlement. In nutshell, today I want to honor individuals who sponsored legislation to create that fund, out of which we have received a big return. For his role, I want to present, on behalf of the Navajo Nation Council, the 22nd Navajo Nation Council, present a plaque to Mr. Keeswood, Sr. Let me read this, and I'll present this to you. On behalf of the 22nd Navajo Nation Council, this plaque is presented to Irvin Keeswood Sr. in recognition for your valuable contribution in initiating the Navajo Nation's Historic Trust Asset Mismanagement Litigation Trust Fund as a member of the 20th Navajo Nation Council, and for your continued support throughout the successful venture that you have. Presented this 6th day of June, 2014. This is a wonderful plaque. I hope I post it on your wall. Look at it every day. Thank you very much. We also have another presentation that I want to present to Mr. Keeswood. This is what we consider an armband or protection band that I bought once. And my understanding is that this was worn by warriors when they go into battle. And I know that Mr. Keeswood was always fighting for the Navajo Nation. So I like to put him to wear this every day when he's fighting for us. Okay, Mr. Keeswood. Before I turn the time over to Keeswood for his remarks, I always remember Keeswood. There was an article in one of those papers that says, "What's the definition of a Keeswood?" And Sheepherder's Dictionary. Well, I'll have him answer that.
Wow, this is a surprise. You know, there's never no intention, as all you wear in this political arena, to receive gifts for the work that we all do. It's difficult, as you all know, those of you that in the audience, I see former delegate, former speaker, former President Chairman at TBA, and members of this great council, former members of this council that are also here. You know, we've all come to this great chambers and into this community, the district of, our own district of Columbia, district of Winterloch, to work for on behalf of our people over the years. And I realize what you all go through on a daily basis. And the issue is not to receive gifts for us individually, but to see how much we can do for our people out there. That's the real gift that we receive that makes us happy. And I'm really proud that you all continue that as members of this council. I know there's a lot of people that criticize the council, that criticize the administration, criticize tribal employees on a daily basis, but they don't realize what you all go through. they're not with you on a daily basis. It is a difficult job, and in essence, it's real easy to criticize people, but until you fit and walk those shoes, then you realize what they go through. You know how to appreciate that work they do. So I honor all of you in that regard. You know, when this started, years ago, there's a gentleman by the name of Bobby White that put a lot of effort into this thing to start with. Through the years, Marty Ashley also worked on this. A bunch of people within the executive branch. Years ago, the speaker, Ed Tibigay, while he was speaker, also a lot of the work went, and his credit should be credited to all these people and yourselves today, because we initiated it, we got it this far, but the true task lies ahead is how to use these funds on behalf of our people. That's in itself going to be a tremendous task, and I don't envy you as the city council, because you're going to have to deal with that. But I honor you because I know you will make those decisions on behalf of our people. I guess I still like to talk because here I am. I can't remember how long 5 minutes was supposed to take, but I think I'm pretty close. So I just want to thank all of you, and I pray for you every day, and I'll continue doing that. All the leadership, all the tribal employees that has gotten us this far, and that will always continue to help our Navajo Nation move forward in spite of what people say. We're still number one Indian country, and we'll always be number one. Thank you. God bless you.
Madam Chair, did you want to say something?
Our presentation.
Madam Chair? Irvin Whittup?
Thank you, Mr. Pro Temp Speaker and members of the Council. I wanted to take this time to express my appreciation to Mr. Keeswood. Unfortunately, it is not the $2 billion that you filed the lawsuit for, but I guess a quarter of it's good enough. I sure wish even a half of that $2 billion that you filed for, it would have been excellent. But it's a long years, many years of neglect. Even in this case, when you look at that, since 1940s to now, it's a couple of, gosh, it's been years, decades and decades. And I certainly hope that this will achieve bringing infrastructure to our communities. Only when they not how the investment now with that, I have made a call to all 110 chapters to meet with me so that we could inform them of this and other investment that the nation does, the budgeting process that we do, to a meeting in Dene College on June 18th. I mean, we had some really good, fierce, respectful debates, and I certainly appreciate that to this day. That was good learning ground for some of us.
With that, thank you, brother. There's no finder's fee on this. I looked at the resolution, there was nothing in there that stated the finder's fee, okay? All right.